Hi, I'm Stephanie Laska. I lost 140 pounds and created Dirty Lazy Keto. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy the show. Air fryers, air fryer 101. It's like an air fryer intervention because we want to learn more about this wonderful gadget if you have one or if you're thinking about getting one and how that might relate to Dirty Lazy Keto. So today I want to talk about the benefits of an air fryer. I want to talk about maybe some pros, some cons, some tricks, and some tips. And I'll even share with you how I like to use my air fryer to make Dirty Lazy Keto snacks and meals. That's a big agenda for today, right? Better get started. So as I mentioned, I want you to get super interactive. I want you to make lots of comments. I want you to share and ask questions and tell me your thoughts because, see that right there? That's a Dirty Lazy Keto oven mitt. And I'll be picking somebody at random from the comments to win. So better get up in there. Tell me what you got to say because I want to just go la, 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 and pick a lucky random person to win a special prize. Because weight loss shouldn't be so boring. We should have a little bit of fun. You guys know I used to be a teacher. I taught second grade. I taught kindergarten. I taught junior high, high school. I even did adult ed. And everybody likes prizes. I just feel like it's more motivating. And it's totally silly. Whatever. But for me, it kind of gets me fired up and makes me want to participate. So I hope that works for you too. So number one, I'm going to have 5 points that I'm going to go over, okay? So you can keep track, keep me on schedule. The first question people ask, they say, well, why do you love your air fryer? Like, why? Why? Why should I get one? They're kind of expensive. So you tell me why you love your air fryer. Put that in the comments, and I'll tell you why I love my air fryer. Sounds like a book, right? I love my air fryer because I feel like the food tastes amazing, right? I wouldn't do it if it wasn't anything but that. The food looks amazing too. It gets that nice brown crispiness. And I'm a huge fan of like the McDonald's French fry era. That's probably why I was 300 pounds for most of my adult life. Yes, I like fried food. It's my weakness. But just in general, the food that comes out of the air fryer, it cooks fast, it looks good, it tastes good. Easy, right? And I don't want to just talk about like unhealthy food. I'm not just talking about like French fries or that sort of thing. I want to identify that you can make some terrific, healthy, low-carb keto foods and snacks by using your air fryer. At least that's what I do. So let me get started because there's all sorts of things happening over here. First of all, my favorite probably thing in the whole wide world to cook in my air fryer, now don't laugh, is salmon. I know, I put it in a Ziploc, so I didn't want to have my whole office smelling funny because I was getting set up a while ago, right? So salmon for me is my favorite thing to cook in the air fryer, and all fish really. But the reason why, not only tastes good, looks good, gets all crispy, whatever, but it doesn't make my house stinky, okay? That to me is a big deal. Like I don't want to cook fish in my house and have my whole house smell like fish. You know what I mean? And getting the grill set up outside, it might be raining, I might not feel like it, cleaning, yada, yada, yada. I can put a piece of fish in my air fryer, boom. For me, I do about 12 minutes and holy moly, my salmon is perfect. And I can do it just for me. So if my family is having like steak or hamburgers or pizza or whatever, I can just bust out a piece of salmon and I have dinner for myself in like 12 minutes. That's amazing. Am I lying? Do any of you guys cook fish in your air fryer? It's the real deal because the smell just goes and it just gets sucked up in there and then you're good. And I like how it just cooks so fast, right? Now, it's not just salmon. I cook a whole lot of other things in there too. I love chicken in my air fryer. And specifically, I like small pieces of chicken in my air fryer. So this is a pack of boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and they're frozen. And I might cut these down even further. I might do chicken strips. I might do like little nuggets. Smaller the better because, do you know why? When you cook smaller pieces, they cook faster. So that's even true in the air fryer. It's true. So if you got chicken wings, you got chicken strips, chicken nuggets, any kind of chicken really, you're going to have a lot of great success. Now I, for one, am quite lazy because it's Dirty Lazy Keto. So I often cook from frozen. Now that might surprise some of you. I know it did me. I was like, I was all suspicious. Like, are you serious? Like I had to test it out. I'm all, are you serious? You can really put frozen food in there? I'm not gonna like die? No, it's amazing. Here's a frozen chicken breast. I would just stick that puppy right there in the air fryer and get it going. And then I might even pull it out halfway, cut it in half, cut it into smaller pieces so it'll cook faster because I'm in a hurry, right? I'm lazy and I'm trying to get my dinner on the table. So simple, so easy. I also like to do turkey burgers. I'm a huge fan of turkey burgers and chicken burgers. And I will just stick those right in the air fryer. Now, I'm not going to crowd my air fryer. So if I was doing these patties here, let me open it up so I can show you. Ooh, these have been in here a while. I don't want to get it all out all over the place. But, you know, they're about the same size as a hamburger. I might do 3 in my air fryer because of the size that I have. And we'll get to that. We'll get to some more tips and tricks about that. But the truth is, the air fryer makes air go, right? Like a dryer. Think about a dryer. So smaller pieces are going to go and get lots of air on all different sides and then cook more quickly. So you don't want it too crowded. Do you see what I'm saying? At the same time, even though there's a lot of air flying all over the place, one of the things I also love about my air fryer is that it's pretty gentle on certain foods. So unlike the grill, for example, here's one of my favorites, kebabs. So unlike the barbecue, whenever I cook my kebabs, they fall apart and they stick to the grill and then they go down into the cracks and then I'm sad because I love every single piece of my kebab. When I put it in the air fryer, however, that doesn't happen. It doesn't go anywhere because it can't go anywhere. It's trapped in my little air fryer basket. So that for me is a huge selling point. And I use that for foods that I know I'm a little concerned about, like kebabs. Pretty good, right? There's another recipe that I really love, or food, and that is shrimp. You know, I mentioned I'm a big seafood lover. But shrimp for me is something else that has trouble on the barbecue where it sticks sometimes, right? And even though you do your tin foil and you do your oil and you do this, you still have trouble. At least I do. So for me, having it in the air fryer cooks a whole heck of a lot better. And I have a recipe for you if you haven't checked this one out yet. It's on one page. It's on page 169 of the Dirty Lazy Keto 5-ingredient cookbook. Super easy. Only needs 5 ingredients. I just want to show you a picture of it because it's used in the air fryer. It is amazing. Amazing. See how brown and crispy? It looks like those appetizers you would get at like Chili's or, I don't know, Outback, right? That's what I was thinking of when I put this together. But you know, it's just so easy to make and it's ready in minutes and simple and it looks so impressive. Your family is like, oh, what's happening? You know, it's really elegant. So that to me is important. I want my food to look good. Whatever. Another thing I love about my air fryer before we get to, you know, cooking a little bit is I love how you can just walk away. You know, once you load it and you get your food inside and you turn it on, boom, then I can head off into the other room. I can watch TV. I can go fold laundry. I can go get on the computer. I'm not like a slave to the stove, right? Where normally in your kitchen, you're standing there, it's hot, you're at the grill, whatever. It's a lot of work. With the air fryer, you can trust it. Once you get your temperatures and your settings right, it's easy to kind of walk away. I like that part. And another benefit is that it's easy cleanup because all your food is going to be made just in this one basket here. So when you're done, you just have to wash this one basket. You don't have to wash a grill, you don't have to wash a pan, you don't have to wash spat, you know what I mean? There's not like 87 little gadgets that you have to clean up. Everything is all in one. So that's pretty simple. So that's my number one tip about why we're talking about Dirty Lazy Keto and the air fryer today. And so did any of these comments ring true for you? I'd like to know. Let me know what you love about your air fryer. What do you not love, though, about your air fryer? Let's go to the flip side, number 2. So what do you not like about it? Well, let me tell you what I don't like about it. First of all, when I got it, I was scared of it. I was scared of it. I should have started with this, right? We got it for Christmas, and it sat there under the tree. And everyone's like, who's going to open it? Because then the onus is on you, right, to figure it out. so no one wanted to open it. And then it just kept getting pushed from the Christmas tree into the kitchen. And then it was in the kitchen, but it was like in the way, so we kicked it under the table. And everybody's like pretending it's not there. My husband and I, who's going to open it first? Because then you'll have to figure it out. And it was scary to me. I had no idea how to use it. I'd never seen one before. I didn't have a friend or a family member who had one. This was when they first came out. So I had to get over myself. I had to get brave. Because with Dirty Lazy Keto, I know you guys want some recipes, so I had to figure it out. So that's number one. It's a little scary at first, and I just want to acknowledge that if you feel that way too. You're not alone. I felt that way. So let me help you with that. Number two, another negative is that it's pretty loud. So don't let this make you laugh, but my kids do this whenever I have the air fryer going. They put their headphones on. They're like, Mom, why you got that going on? I'll give you a little example. Can you hear it? Is yours loud like mine is? It's pretty loud, right? And sometimes if we're cooking and having dinner and this thing's going right next to us, like, you know, someone's still cooking their chicken or whatnot, the whole family's all like, turn that off, it's so loud. So I don't know if it's just mine, but it is kind of annoying. That part's a little loud, right? You know, it is a negative. The next thing that I think is a little bit kind of a pain is that it needs space. Now, if you've ever seen these nightmare air fryer videos like on YouTube, woo, some of those are scary. But you really need space around your air fryer. It needs clearance. Like it's its own little animal here. It needs space to ventilate. So you don't want to shove this underneath your cabinet in the kitchen and just leave, because then all that heat is going right up into your cabinet that's above. So make sure that you have it in a well-ventilated spatial area. Spatial. And then when you're done, you could always put it away after it cools down. I do feel like the air fryer is designed more for small amounts of food. Even though I have a pretty big air fryer here, I still feel that way. I did buy the biggest one they had at Costco because I had heard this. But some baskets I see, folks are showing it online, it's like teeny tiny and they have like 4 chicken wings. I'm all, who eats that? Who eats 4 chicken wings? And that's it. That is not enough room. So that's something to consider. It's not designed to feed like a huge family or make a boatload of leftovers, let's just say. Another negative is you can't put this drawer, this whole air fryer drawer thing you do, you can't put that in the dishwasher. You're not supposed to. I'm sure you could. My daughter tried to and I was like, but according to the manufacturer and the directions, you need to be washing all the stuff by hand. So, you know, that's kind of a pain. According to the manufacturer, you're not supposed to be cooking really fatty meats in here. So that would be like a sausage, for example. And the reason why is too much fat sounds like a disaster. I don't know. That's the package insert. Personally, when I first got my air fryer, I was a little bit intimidated by so many buttons. Now mine has quite a bit, as you can see. There's a lot happening here. There's like the preheat, there's the heat, there's the minutes, and then there's all these like the temperature thing. And then we have like presets for pizza and presets for this and that and the other. I don't know about you, but I couldn't even figure out how to turn mine on at first because there's no like button. It's all touch sensitive. So I had to kind of play with it and figure it out, and I got frustrated at first. So it is kind of a negative in my opinion that the buttons are not user friendly, at least on mine, and it might be too many choices. I like less. Like, you know, the slow cooker has on, off, low, high. That's perfect for me. When it gets real confusing with all these extra extraneous buttons that maybe I won't never use, I just feel like, why? I don't need that. Lastly, as far as a negative goes, I don't really like how you can't peek at the food. So when it's cooking and it's on, so loud. You're like, well, are my chicken wings done? Are they done? Are they crispy? I'm hungry. Are they done? Are they done? You can't like look. You know, like a regular oven, you can open the door and peek. The microwave, you can look in. Slow cooker, you can kind of look through the top. Here with the air fryer, you're stuck. So if you want to take a look, you gotta rip it open and then physically look with your eyeballs. You know, so it's kind of a little bit of a guessing game, but it doesn't take long to get it going again. You just boom, and then off it goes. So number 3. So we have 5 points today. We're talking about air fryer and dirty lazy keto. We covered the pros, in my opinion, and some of the cons. Now we want to talk about which air fryer is best. Now I'm not an expert on this. As I mentioned, you guys, I just have this one. So I'd like to know your opinion. What model do you have? How much did you pay for it? What size? Are you happy with it? I think you should tell the group. The more people that chime in, the better, because I only have this experience here with this model, which is a Gourmeta? Gourma. Gourma, and I bought it at Costco. I do recommend you look, like we talked about, the size according to your family and how many items you like to cook at once, and take a look at what's included. Sometimes little extras come with the package, which is always nice. So let everybody know in the group. We're going quick today, right? That was 1, 2, 3. Now we're at number 4. Now remember, I'm going to be choosing someone from the comments, so I hope you're participating, because I want to give away a fun oven mitt for Dirty Lazy Keto. So make sure you're participating today. Number 4, I want to talk about tips and tricks with your air fryer and Dirty Lazy Keto. Now, a lot of the directions, the manuals that you'll read, got my manual here. The instructions, recipes you find, officially, they're always telling you to preheat your air fryer. Do you guys preheat your air fryer? Do you? Because I'm going to tell you a secret. Okay, you ready? Shh. I don't preheat mine. I don't. I'm all, why? It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm heating up my preheating, wasting a bunch of energy and time, and then I go like this. And I open it. And then I place all my food in it and get it all prepared for cooking. Well, didn't the heat all just come out? Call me crazy, but I don't quite get that part. Maybe someone can explain it to me? I just get my food ready, turn it in, turn it on, boom, bada boom. Now here's a trick that's a must-have if you guys are getting ready for cooking with your air fryer. Maybe just trying to get better or start for the first time if you were scared of it like I was at first. Make sure to get yourself some of these cool little spray oil thingy-doos. Now I got these, that's an official term, spray thingy-doos on Amazon. They were like $10 for 2, and I can spray oil. I keep vegetable oil in one, olive oil in the other. You could put whatever you want in there. It's probably designed for salads, but for me, they're perfect for the air fryer. Now, obviously, you could use anything you want. You could spray it with whatever spray gun you have, but I just thought these were cute and they looked nice on my counter. Because when you're cooking, you guys, anything you basically cook in the air fryer, I like to spray it with oil first. That helps it cook faster. I like fast. And it helps it cook evenly, and it gives it that nice golden crispiness. Yeah? So here we go. Let's practice, okay? I got my air fryer basket out here. I'm going to stick I've had this on a little bit, so it's hot. I'm going to stick my salmon inside. Hopefully I don't drop my salmon. Right? That would not be good. Now, it's important to note that you're not wanting to use non-stick cooking spray like Pam or anything like Pam. And the reason why is it messes up the machine. You want to use real oil. So, hello, Dirty Lazy Keto Friendly. So there's my salmon, well spaced out. Use my spray oil. Pump it. It's like hairspray. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun. And I mentioned I would go ahead and put this up for 12 minutes at 400 degrees. But what I always like to recommend when I'm doing a cooking demonstration is consult your personal handbook and look about the chart about what it tells you to cook. Don't be just listening to me. If your air fryer tells you directions about different foods and the directions you're supposed to follow for how many minutes and degrees, follow this. It's so easy to, it's right there. Personally, what I like to do is photocopy this, and I like to hang it in the back of my cabinet. There's no need to buy magnets for your thing or whatever, specialty printouts. You don't even have to go to Pinterest. Just find this. You can take a screenshot with your phone, print it out, and hang it on the inside of your cabinet, and that way you have your manufacturer's recommendations for cook time. Ta-da! Simple, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just turn this on. 400 degrees, and I mentioned I'm going to do like 12 minutes for salmon. That's it. Better. There we go. So now my salmon is cooking, 12 minutes, 400 degrees. Any questions? That was exciting, right? Another thing that you might recommend from cooking with the air fryer, and this is something I like to do, not with salmon, but for a food perhaps like Brussels sprouts, is where I want them to be crispy on all sides. I'm going to need to pull out the basket and shake halfway through. And that's kind of a new thing compared to other devices I've had. You know, the only other food I've ever shaked them in the past would be making popcorn, where you'd like shook it on the stove in your pan. But Brussels sprouts, if you want them crispy, foods like this where they're kind of rolling around, radishes I also cook in my air fryer, you're going to need to pull that out halfway through and go shake, 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 and then put it back in. That would be for the Brussels sprouts, not the salmon, obviously. But you guys get the point, right? I'm going to just turn that off because I don't want it to be so loud you can't hear. Here's another tip, because I'm sharing the tips and tricks session. This is number 4. When you're cleaning it, like I said, don't use anything abrasive. Use a soft cloth. You have to clean it by hand. Not a big deal. I recommend cleaning it right away, though. That's a good trick, because if you let it sit, then things crust, and then you're like, and then the whole family's arguing, who's going to clean it? So clean it right away. That's a super easy thing to do. Just get in the habit. And then it comes off really easily. Another tip and trick I have is to get yourself a second one of these. This is the thingy-do that goes in the bottom of my air fryer. It has an official name, probably. Not sure what it's called. But you can buy these online on Amazon or probably at Walmart. And just get a second one. That way you can stick this one, you know, cleaning and arguing over who's got to clean it. And then you're ready to go with the second one. Simple. I think that's helpful. I have 2 and that's enough. And I cook constantly. Let me know if you have more than that. I'd be curious. I think it helps. Let's see. Cook time gadgets. I think there's quite a bit of fun things out there that you can have for your air fryer to make it even more versatile. I'm curious what gadgets you guys have. So please share in the comments if you have a gadget that's helpful. Also share if it's not so helpful. Say, you know what, I bought this and why? I don't use it. Or you can say, oh my gosh, I use it all the time. So here's one gadget I bought. It's like a little heavy duty silicone baskety thing. It goes inside. And I do like this to cook certain vegetables. Certain vegetables like, I don't know, zucchini, for example. The zucchini I might cook in there. Green beans I might cook in here. I have a couple of really great recipes in the Dirty Lazy Keto 5-ingredient cookbook that I'll share with you in a minute. But I think having a little gadget can spice you up and make you more excited about cooking. Now, some of you may have tried making hard-boiled eggs in your air fryer. Thumbs down from Stephanie. I prefer to make those in my Instant Pot. One of the other favorite tools I have for my Instant Pot, this is a gadget, is a Skewer Rack. And this came with my Instant Pot. And again, I mentioned to y'all, trying to balance everything here, that I really like to cook skewers because they don't fall apart, they don't stick to the barbecue, and they look pretty. And I can cook quite a bit because you can stack when you have, ta-da, see it's got like a double level. So even though you're not allowed to like overburden your air fryer, having this little guy allows you to stack a little bit more food than normal. Simple, right? So that's probably one of my favorite options that came with it. And this one came with 4 skewers. And you can see here I wrapped up quite a bit of shrimp on this one. Holds a lot. Simple, yeah? And it comes out perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now remember, everything you put in the air fryer, spray it with some oil. Not dousing it. You don't pour it because then you'll end up with a fire or something gross. But spritz both sides. That way it comes out nice and golden and it cooks faster. We like that, right? Because we're lazy. I am. I'm a lazy cook. All right. And then just to wrap it up, I want to share with you. I mentioned I like to cook green beans. Forgot to show them there. That really cooks nicely in the air fryer. And I mentioned there's a couple of recipes that I made I wanted to show you a picture of. The green beans specifically is on page 137. And this is the Freaky Friday green beans that I make in the air fryer. So yummy, my kids will even eat them by the handful. And another one I know you're gonna love is the Freedom asparagus fries. And this is on page 126. I'm also in the air fryer. I had you at fry, be honest. Anything with fry tastes amazing. That's my opinion. I can just tell myself the word fry and I'm like, okay, sounds good. So I like to cook salmon, fish, Brussels sprouts, kebabs, chicken breasts, I told you guys, chicken tenders, turkey burgers, asparagus fries, green beans, coconut shrimp. All those are really easy and fun radishes to cook in the air fryer. And the very last one I like to make is tortilla chips. You're all, Stephanie, you should have started with that. Tortilla chips. So easy. And while I'm getting that out to show you, where'd they go? Oh, tell me what you like to cook. Tell me what you like to cook in the air fryer, because I'm not the only one here. This is what I do. I take a low-carb tortilla of my choice. Simple, right? Just one. That way I can keep track of the net carbs. And then I use scissors, just kitchen scissors, and I cut them, just cut the one tortilla into little pieces like this. I'm like, I need a plate. There we go. So you just cut like, you know, little pizza shapes using kitchen scissors. A whole bunch of them here. Simple. I just spread them out on the cutting board. I use my oil. They do recommend using an oil with a high smoke point. That sounds complicated to me, but if you know how to do all that, that's good. And then I will, once the little triangles are all wet from the oil, I'll sprinkle some of my favorite seasonings. This one I love. It's called tequila lime rub. And I'll put some salt, maybe some paprika, garlic, whatever I'm in the mood for. But this one's nice. And then throw them in the toaster oven, or throw them here in the air fryer. Throw them in there until they're crispy. And this is what they look like on my fancy paper plate. Like real chips. And mine are kind of have a nice brown tint to it because I put a lot of spice. I like a lot of crunch and a lot of spice. You hear that? And I do have a recipe for this in one of the cookbooks. I have 4 cookbooks, so forgive me for not having them all memorized which book is which. But it's a salsa and tortilla chip recipe. It's in one of them. Maybe you guys know. You can tell me. So isn't that exciting? Tell me what you like to cook in the air fryer. You know, don't be afraid of it. I really regret that I wasted so much time, you know, fighting with my husband over who had to figure out how to use it at Christmas and having it hid in the corner of our kitchen. Because now it's literally the most utilized kitchen gadget that we use. It's just, Instant Pot used to be my number one. Now it's air fryer. I could live off an air fryer. It's fantastic. It's not just for fried, you know, French fries. So much more. So I hope that it might reinvigorate your excitement for Dirty Lazy Keto and low carb cooking. I want it to be helpful to you and make it easier, maybe make it tastier, and make cooking more fun, right? Because that's the whole point. We want to have fun. We don't want to get bored with our cooking. We don't want to give up. We want to keep on and finding out new and fun ways. And I hope that you'll share in the comments, you know, what was most helpful to you. Maybe a tip that I forgot. Maybe you could add that for us in the comments. That way everyone has a full piece of the puzzle to look at for making good decisions about using their air fryer. So please share and give the video a thumbs up. That way we can help each other because we're in this together, my friends, right? And I'm here to support you. I gotta find my clappers. I'm here to support you. You ready? Here it comes. This is my favorite part. I think I should do this every time. If you found today's video to be helpful, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and then subscribe to the Dirty Lazy Keto YouTube channel. Turn on your notifications so you'll never miss an update. You can also find me on Instagram at Dirty Lazy Keto. And for more information about any of my support groups or any of my books, you can always go to dirtylazyketo.com for more information. I'm here to support you. I'm here to help. I know you can do it.